Assalamu alaikum my dear fellows. I want to start with the number 57, just 2 digits. But last year that number nearly broke me. My name is Aun Muhammad and I am not here today because I am special. I am here because I am ordinary. And I want to tell you guys what an ordinary student can do when he simply refuses to quit. The day everything changed, let me take you back to that day. The results were announced. I opened my sheet and there it was, 57 percentage. To my teachers, maybe it was just a percentage. To my parents, maybe it was just a grade. But to me, it felt like the whole room went silent. It felt like every excuse I have ever made suddenly has a number attached to it. I want to be honest with you. I wasn't a bad student. I just wasn't a serious one. I had potential I never used, and on that day, potential wasn't an excuse, it was an accusation. So I stood at crossroads, exactly having two choices. One, I could accept that 57 percentage who I was. Two, I could simply choose to start. That night, I made a promise, not to my teachers, not to my parents, but to myself. I promised I would stop making excuses and start making changes. So I rebuilt my routine from zero. I managed my time like it actually mattered. I sat in class like I actually want to learn. I did my homework not to finish it but to understand it. I revised every single day, even when no test was coming. Whenever I didn't understand something, I asked. I asked, even when it felt embarrassing, even when it felt easier to stay quiet. But let me be very clear with you. This wasn't a movie montage. This was really hard. There were nights I was exhausted and wanted to sleep instead of study. There were mornings I wanted to give myself just one day off. But you know how dangerous that one night can become? I generally used to ask myself, is this even working or am I just tiring myself out for nothing? And in those moments, I held on to one thought. Success is not built in one day. It's built in 100 quite unnoticed ones. I also discovered something that changed how I saw myself completely. Marks are not the mirror of who you are. They are a snapshot of where you stood on one particular day, not a life sentence for who you'll become. 57 percentage wasn't me, it was my yesterday. Then come the results day, round 2. This time my heart wasn't just nervous, it was pounding, like it wanted to escape my chest. Then I finally heard those words. First position in my school. I stood there completely in amazement, not fully believing the words were about me. So why am I telling you this? Not to tell you, look how far I have came. I am telling you this because if a 57% student can become a position holder, then everyone in this room has the potential to do something remarkable. 3 things I want to leave with you before I leave. 1. Never let a bad result write your ending. A bad result is just a chapter, not the conclusion. Second, stop comparing yourself with the student next to you. Compare yourself who you were yesterday and try the best to be that version of you. Third, believe in Almighty Allah. Believe in your parents and respect your elders. Respect them who push you forward in your bad time. This was my struggle and I believe you will also do your struggle. Thank you.